Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very exciting game on Pilgrim's Nothing. You probably are going to see this in the form of another video, which is going to be highly embarrassing, but here I am, that's right, in the yellow, playing here as the Malay. Now, Pilgrim's Nothing is a map where there's a lot of wood, a lot of trees, and a lot of fish. It is Pilgrims, only it is Forest Nothing, and unfortunately, people really like to see the streamer die. This is the reason that I don't trust people in the community games. This is the reason I'm always on the offensive, because there's always one person who just wants to kill me and watch me squirm and struggle, and then text it to his buddies or read the comments and laugh and giggle at my expense. So, I mean, the people here on the stream already know what happened. I imagine if you watch the video, you've probably already been, if you're watching this video, you've probably been directed to the video where the bad thing happened to me. But just to kind of walk through what I was thinking, is I was thinking we're going to have the dock up, we're going to chop wood, we're going to get the TC, we're going to add fishing ships. In hindsight, I wouldn't have added the dock when I did, but hindsight's 2020. And I got here and I see like everyone. I see orange, I see red, and it's exploding kings, right? So I'm like, oh, this is terrifying. And so I was kind of looking around, and what I didn't notice is that orange sent his king this way at this time. I just saw orange had the lumber camp. So I saw, you know, some neighborly action from green. Then I see blue with the transport. You got a transport there from teal. Who knows what teal's doing? And then we have a TC going up for red, and I see orange is dead. So I see orange is dead, and I immediately freak out. Now, if I would have noticed the king went that way, because I start looking, because I don't know what direction he went. If I would have noticed, because I assumed he did it over here, I would have been able to get out of here, but now it's too late. Now I try and hop into the transport, and now I go down. But what also happens is that red goes down, and since we're spectating, we can see that literally all that red has is a king. So I'm defeated. Orange committed suicide, and red loses everything. So red just has a bomb, which is actually hilarious. This is so funny. Red says all my vills are dead. So red just has a bomb that he could, you know, explode at any point in time. And if someone were to want to, like, transport that themselves, they could. Anyways, game ends there, and now we cast, because we can load into this as a caster. So this is what I wanted. Cool stuff. By the way, YouTube, please don't listen to this. Someone just said, hi, YouTube, I can see you're trying to improve, but Lynx body spray is not the answer. YouTube, listen, you don't smell, all right? I don't know why my stream viewers always want to say that. So what does red do? Red just sets waypoints with the king everywhere. Huh. Let's do the introductions otherwise. In the teal, we have Stanislav playing as the Byzantines. Actually, I have no clue what teal's plan is right now. Teal doesn't even have a TC up or any fishing ships. Here in the green, we have Voxer Burr, which, if I'm not wrong, is a Brazilian. A lot of the Brazilian players will have BR at the end or front of their names. I've got Voxer playing as the Vietnamese, which is actually really funny here. Oh, I guess he didn't know where Red's TC was because his TC wasn't up. But Vietnamese will tell you where enemy TCs are. Oh, he allied everyone. Ah, that's it. Okay. Bad Spellers in the blue playing as the Bulgarians. And then here in the purple, we have Froganastics. I think I pronounced that one correctly, playing as the Spanish. So the players that are actually playing, there's 5. Because Cuxfield is kind of out here. And Cuxfield says, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes. We all blow up. Honestly, if I'm red, what I would say is, if you want, you can transport my king to the mainland, and I can use it against your allies or enemies or whoever. You basically, it's a free bomb. Now, someone would have to willingly transport that over. They might not want to do that. And they probably don't realize the situation just yet because they can't see it. But when markets eventually come up in the next age, maybe they'll see it. Maybe they'll snag that. Lord says, T90, you complained about kings and transports not exploding. And what did you do? You put your king in the transport and got no explosion. I wanted to live, man. I wanted to live. It was a different situation. We were 2 minutes into the game. I could see why that would come off as slightly hypocritical, but I wanted to survive. Oh, God. Gundrick, who made the Exploding Kings, is just loving it in chat right now. Oh, so painful, man. So painful. What's this for Gray? Yeah, Gray's got the king out here. So, I mean... Actually, Gray's TC is here. I didn't talk about that. Gray playing as Portuguese. So, Gray has picked this spot where that explosion happened. And I guess I should remind everyone kind of how this is played. So, you want to create as many villas as possible and go to wood. Use that wood to make fishing ships to get food. When you're in feudal age, you then want to make a market so you can sell food and wood because there's no gold on this map. And then with that gold, you can add trade. So typically you see trade cogs. And then with trade cogs, you get gold income, and then you can eventually work your way through the wood. There is a relic here. And if the host was good, if the host had the settings selected properly, collecting that relic will actually trigger a countdown. But it's very possible, you know, the hosts these days in community games are not very good at what they do. So the host was myself, and I'm actually not 100% what I did for that setting. So hopefully that'll still work. Well, thank God we could spectate this game because I felt kind of bad, just like dying and leaving. But now that I can see the populations, it's not looking too bad. Red's still moving the king around. Like, I don't know what's happening with Red right now. That's pretty freaking funny. Thanks again to Steven for the stars earlier. Glad I could help you sleep. I don't know if anyone else is sleeping to my content right now, but you're welcome. We are chilling out as we watch Purple try and take fish with villagers. Purple, just settle down and take wood with those vills. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know if you had questions or wanted to say something. I saw a bunch of new people here today. It's been cool to see the amount of people come in and say they're watching for the first time, or people who maybe haven't seen me on this platform yet after the Switch coming in today. So I like to use these times to chill out a bit more. Catch up to real time. Now, this is real time as far as I'm concerned. This is real time as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to ruin the flow. But God, man, like, at least Red is still in the game. It sucks that I didn't even get to stay in the game. I could have had some fun with this. But again, I think at the very least we're going to see an explosion, right? Now, an explosion out on the high seas wouldn't do too much. It would maybe take out a dock and some fishing ships. But that's currently. People will tend to trade from these islands to the mainland. So he could bust up a lot of trade later on. Or someone could put it into a transport it to the mainland, and then Red could kind of choose his target. Plotter Ghost, what's up? He says, finally made a Facebook gaming page so I can comment heart. Love the content. Hey, welcome. Thanks, Magyar. I saw you sub earlier. 1890, can you help me? Looking for a word. 7 letters. Second and fourth is an E. The other word for relies. What? Why did I read that comment? Are you drunk? Your name is actually Willem is drunk. Okay, you must be drunk. And Blubber's talking about alliances. Says, hey, Stanislav, do you want to be friends? I mean, they are kind of close. Teal has a ton of open space down here, so. Yes. Yeah, Waterman, that's what I'm thinking. Transport Red's king. That'd be really cool. T90, what do you think about Forest Nothing random cost mod on Tiny Map? Forest Nothing random cost mod. I'm trying to think. Wouldn't that be really bad? Because what if your villagers cost any gold? Random cost mod seems like a big risk for Nothing maps. Because at least for Forest Nothing standard, you start with some food, and then you can create vills, and then that wood equals farming eco. But I think the game would just be over if villagers cost, like, 20 gold, you know? You'd just be screwed. You would never... And then what if feudal age was stone? you would just never be able to play it. It sounds horrible. Red says, T90, I'm posting from the future. It's game time 14:30, and welcome back to the stream, everybody. Yeah! So Cuxfield is probably in chat right now, because he can't do anything else. You can't really call it stream cheating when he's just got a king stuck on an island. No. Holy crap. And Gray's like, hey, is there anyone in the corner near you? Did I hear barracks? I did hear barracks. Interesting. Now, we're going to figure out pretty quick who's the most experienced with this type of a setting. And I'm waiting to see that market. One thing that a lot of people forget in this game is that you need a mill before a market. I don't know why that is. I always hated that, but you do. So right now, Green has done the right job with fishing, but I'd say make a mill, make a market, sell the food, and sell the wood. And sell all of it. The reason you want to sell all your food is because that's another area where you can get a really good price. And you're going to have more food income anyways. It's just like the wood situation because you have the fish. What a lot of people do is they just sell the wood. But I always suggest selling the first wave of food as well. Will delay your castle age, but then you're going to have probably upwards of 1,000 gold. So, I don't know how to say your name. Ditch it dirty. 1890, longtime viewer from YouTube, catching streams now live on Facebook. I now understand why YouTube smells. Do you, though? Did you guys see the one person in the comments a couple weeks ago who actually took offense to that? They were like, they only watch on YouTube, I guess. And, like, they were always annoyed, I guess, that Twitch chat would say YouTube was smelly. And I guess they, like, maybe took it a little too seriously because it was clearly a joke. And they were like, haha, T90's not on Twitch anymore. Take that, people who said I smelled. Which is, like, silly because a lot of the people who are watching me on Twitch are now here as well. So it's not like the platform necessarily had to do with the whole smell thing. Okay, market is up for Green, and Green's on the way to Castle Age already. That was a sick start. Also, how does Green have 90 stone? How did that happen? Did he start making a town center and then cancel it at the start of the game? Oh, no, never mind. Made an outpost on either side. We're fine. Blue also on the way to Castle Age. Bad Speller, another person experienced in community games. And you can see, bought some stone. But the price of stone is always going to go up. And we've got some communication. Sir Walrus says, I'm Portuguese, so I think I'm going to go and build up a navy. Maybe you can do land. And Red says, if you rescue me, I'll be your assassin, my liege. Okay, I don't know who Red is talking to, but that is interesting. And I see a transport ship over here. That's exactly what I want to see. Teal's like, I will also build some fires, but Kay will focus on land. Also, I will not betray or try to double-cross you. Me neither, 11. But we can set up trade with your island. Okay, these two have a really good game plan. And now Green's like, hey, Frogo. Or hi, Frogo. He's trying to talk to Purple. Which is interesting, because Purple's on the other side of Blue. Hey, what did Blue do to Voxer to make Voxer not want to talk to him? Frogo says, hi. Sup? How you doing, bud? How's it going? Want to team up? Question mark? Ray says, I'll send a Vil to the mainland corner for docks. If that's the way to do it. Because the further your docks are from each other, the more gold you get per trade. So the best thing to do is to go here. I'm surprised that Red isn't talking more. Maybe it's just because I'm a caster, but... You know, like Red, who has a perfect 100 score, which looks really good. I feel like if I were in this position, I'd be a bit chattier, because there's nothing else to do. Paulo Starl says, AOE2 devs said they have a fun roadmap laid out for the game that they will share in the next coming months. What do you guys think it will be? I honestly don't know. I was very I was satisfied that they did an AoE 4 roadmap in terms of the communication. But as far as I know, like any patch that's come out so far, like didn't they release the winter patch or say they're releasing the winter patch and it didn't even address some of the things that they said was a priority a month ago? I don't know. Like I like the fact that they're like communicating, but I wish there was some more concrete details. I guess it's like the equivalent of a streamer teasing a tournament, but not saying what it is. Or, like, guys, I've got an announcement, and not saying what it is. Maybe I just got, like, a taste of my own medicine or something. Yeah, we'll see. I'll actually have a video as far as my... kind of my expectations go from the esports side for the next year. Which will maybe shed some light on some of my thoughts and concerns. I think we have time. T90 can't snipe anymore. Wait, what are you trying to say? Dude, you can't kick a man while he's down. I would not have killed you. Actually, I don't know. I never got to live long enough to really find out how I felt about Teal. All right. Red says, you spell as good as my score. If you rescue me, I'll be your assassin. Okay, so I think what's happening is Red is sending private messages to individual players and seeing who responds. And Blue just responded. And then Blue says, what do you need? And Red says, a boat. I don't think Blue really realizes the situation here. There's a signal from Red. And then what is... Wait a second. What? Oh, it's a villager. No. Don't... Well, the villain might be here for something else. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. And Blue says where to? I feel like that's you to decide. You're the one who's driving the boat, not Red. What are your orders, says Red. God, you know what I want so badly? After Blue drops off this king somewhere, I would love for Red to try and run over to Blue. Blue's like really trying to figure this out. He's like, are you going to commit suicide? Like, what's the deal? Because I don't think it really dawned on him yet. But it would be so funny if Blue believes him and then Blue dies to him. But I'm just an evil person. I don't think Red's actually going to do that. I think Red is going to try and kill someone else. Red says, yup. Okay. Now, if I'm Blue, I will not drop him anywhere near my base. I would drop him somewhere else. Right? Like, dropping him off on green would be a mistake, right? Even if you kill green, greens will probably explode and kill you. So you want to stay away. And Blue says, well, sorry, Teal. Okay, so this is Teal's point of view. Now, on the bright side for Teal, Teal is Byzantines. Byzantines have a lot of vision. And I don't think anyone has really been talking about the fact that Red has had that king remaining. Red did say that all that's out there is the king. Okay, and there is the king for Red, who can't leave, so this is perfect. And I think Teal's going to see this, and Red says it's okay. Now, Red didn't delete it. Red says, it's okay, I can kill your enemies. Is Red going to work for Teal now? Is he just going to go around to everyone's base and say he's going to do stuff for them, but not? This would be unprecedented. Never before will we see the potential for someone to control a game with no control, if that makes sense. Teal says, hi, Red. Like, Red has no chance of winning this game, but Red could still get so much value and get so many people to bow down to him. Okay, Red just staying in the game. And now Teal says to everyone, hi, Red. I don't know if that was smart or not. All right. Just passing, says Red. Yes! Let's go, baby. And if you're Teal, if you're ever going to take care of this king, I think you kill it over here. If you're worried, you honestly might want to kill it here and just lose this TC in a few vills. Because that's not the end of the world. At least you survive. You don't have to worry about this guy. So I probably would have walled it in and killed it, personally. But then again, I died 2 minutes into this game, so I'm not sure if you can really trust any of my decisions. No, it's not my fault, okay? I tried my best. Red can win if everyone else kills each other. That's true. That's actually true. And the potential's there. Now, he can't lose his own king. So he's just got to hope that everyone else fights it out. Well, there are the resources for Bad Speller. He'll go imp soon. See the trade cogs bringing in the gold now? God, that's so bad from Teal to let Red come back over here. That is such a bad idea. What's funny is if you're allied with someone, you can click your king into their transport. So Red could say, like, take me somewhere. And now Blue's like, hey, are you going to delete on Teal or what? And what can Blue do about it now? Now, what I have gathered is that Teal and Gray are really nice to each other. And they really want to work together long term. So I have picked up on that. And Teal says, so what are you guys up to? And Green says, chopping wood. Teal says, any combustible views on the game so far? There's been some combustion. There's been some combustion, but mainly just some choppas. It really sucks that king. Oh, wait a second. Red is waiting till teal overchops. This tree won't do it because there's still these two trees. But that's smart from Red. Red's not making any waves with this. Red's not asking any questions. Red's not demanding anything. He's not threatening because he knows if he does that, even if his king explodes after he dies, he doesn't have a chance to win. Yeah, he didn't realize that there's not an overchop yet, so he's going to wait. And just wait it out. Fluffy Slippers, what's up, man? It looks like you just got here. This is Exploding Kings. And my king was exploded early on. Okay, don't get your hopes up, viewers, because it is extremely unlikely. As Red says that the king is sightseeing. But if Red were to win this game, would that be the greatest community game victory ever? Think about it. Red has been on one pop, and that one pop is the king the majority of the game. I think it is not an exaggeration to say that if Red were to somehow win this game, it would be the best community game victory ever. The potential's there. It shouldn't happen. Even getting like top 3 would be pretty insane, but okay. S4, what's up? He says, do you plan to do a 24-hour stream? I do plan to do more, but I'm not going to do any over the next month or two. I will make sure I schedule that. I could see one in 2022. Probably set some goals, make some crazy stuff happen. And Teal has a habit of typing to everyone. Going to talk to the King of the North, says Red. Now, any other game, and Red probably would have been killed because it's too tempting for people. But, actually, Blue could do it. Blue should do it. Blue should turn on him and kill him. Blue. Oh, he's too focused elsewhere. Can you imagine? If he kills him there, it might kill Teal. And then he doesn't have to worry about this happening. Alright, so here goes Red. I don't think there's anything else we need to look at right now. I almost hope there isn't. Now, Red doesn't have good scouting because Red doesn't have a market. Red's in Dark Age, so Red doesn't really know what's up, you know? Red genuinely, he is sightseeing here. Oh, God, he's about to pass my score. No. No, don't pass my score. Quick wall? Red, don't you dare. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Oh, God, I was just waiting for Gray to drop 2 palisades there. I guess it would be bad for Gray because Gray's close by. Where's Gray's king at? Is he on water? Ah, he's on water. Okay. Okay, so here comes Red, and I guess Red is going to have to wait for Green to overchop as well, which will take some time. And what Sir Walrus is doing is going fast imp into Fatoria's. So Fatoria gives you a trickle of all resources, which is nice in a map where you don't have a lot of other resources available, like stone and gold. The problem is having a bunch of trade cogs is superior, right? The gold count for blue is just showing that. And Red says, Green, will you let my... Green, will you let a humble traveler on his way? And Green should see this and say, nope. No, if you say no, if you're a jerk to Red, what's to stop Red from just detonating his king? And then you just lose everything you worked for. Oh, Blue is there! Blue is there! Blue's gonna kill it! Okay, so Blue kills it, and now Green is screwed. Now, I don't think Green's king is here. Blue's gonna start to run away now. But there's actually a chance that even Blue loses this. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna zoom out. It's mainly going to be Green who loses stuff here. Yes. Maybe Blue will end up surviving this, and if he does, it's brilliant. Sorry, Green, or Geen. This is a problem, and boom. Oh, my word. And Red, not too happy about that one. It was a really good play from Blue. Again, it was unlikely that anyone would be able to win from that scenario, and Green says, OMG. And Green at this point... I'm trying to see, does Green actually have villagers? Oh my God! Green has 1 king, 1 transport, fishing ships, and trade cogs. So it's a similar scenario. Oh no, there's 1 vill. I'm sorry. There is 1 vill. He seems to be trapped right now. But it's a very similar scenario where like Green doesn't have a lot, but the king is still out there. I was going to play all sides until I chose to die. Boo, says Cuxfield. Boo. Boo. To be fair, though, that was amazing from Blue. Like, great thinking, right? He knew that maybe Red would threaten him. Now he clears out someone who is next to him. He's got a good spot on land. He does have to worry about purple on the other side, potentially. Yeah, green's still in this. King is over here, but we'll see. Now, gray's got a king over here. I think it's smart in some ways to keep your king away from where the rest of the kings might be on the mainlands, but having your king in a tower makes more sense than having your king out in the open. Like green says, I just reboom, I guess. Oh, God. Okay. Not a bad strat. Let's try and reboom. Maybe stay away from blue, because blue could just spot that. What's crazy is that green probably doesn't know what happened. Oh, don't you make a TC here. Don't you make a T... Wait a second. Oh, he doesn't have... No, no, no! You've got to cancel trade cogs. Oh, he canceled them. Okay, but he's going to make a TC here thinking there's wood, guys. Watch. There's no wood anymore. Oh, God, buddy. Please notice that. Don't you... No, please. Please, please notice that. You were here before. There's an explosion. Oh, no. Oh, God. That's so sad. I mean, he will have the wood for lumber camp afterwards, but oof. Yeah, so I guess green didn't notice that blue was the one who killed red's king, because I would not trust blue if that was the case, right? And I think blue is still allied to green, so blue could just send a unit down here and kill the Vil if they wanted to. I mean, it's a sneaky way to be aggressive. I think blue is building up more towards the late game, adding a bunch of barracks to probably make the two-handed swordsman with Bulgarians, which are very strong. But yeah, the resources are certainly there to do a lot. I just can't wait for green's point of view when this TC completes. This will be so funny. Also, green was on the way to imp. Green was at like 80%. So can't even get this TC up and be in the Imperial Age. Just brutal. All right. TC's going to complete. I would love it if green says something in chat, but green hasn't been too talkative. All right, here we go. TC's up. Oh, God, where's the wood? Oh, God, where's the wood at? Look, he sets the gather point, but there's not even any trees there. And now this Vil is going to go somewhere else, so that's interesting. And wait a second, I heard death. I think someone was probably deleting ships, if I had to guess. Didn't sound like there were any shots going off. All right, well, green's going to try and reboom. And honestly, I think the reason that green is sending that villager to the island is because green expects blue to attack and kill this. So I think maybe there's a chance that green is just going to try and split up villagers and then keep the king alive over here. That said, though, if you're blue, you've got to be careful, man. Green could just drop his king over at your base if you just keep harassing him. That's what I'd be thinking. If I'm green, I'm like, listen, one strike is fine, but if we hit 2 or 3, I'm going to hit you. Two-handed swordsmen are obviously just going to attack here. And they could always attack gray as well. Gray isn't prepared to face this off against this. No one really has army right now. It's only blue. So blue could kill anyone. In fact, if he just mops up gray's eco, gray will have a king and only a king. Because remember, gray's got the king over here. It's currently sitting inside of a transport ship. Oh, this is tricky. Blue is starting to piss a bunch of people off, and I feel like this could go so horribly for him. And gray says blue is attacking me. Now, if blue was me, chat, we already know that the king would be on the way, okay? If you watched how this game started, you'd know exactly what would be happening right now. The king would be on the way to my base. We're not seeing that yet. But It should be happening. Teal says, I don't have much, but I enemied blue. Oh, that's like moral support. That's not really what you would want from an alliance. And no one has ever said thanks for the kind wishes when a battle is starting. I just think this is so bold from blue. And where? Hold on a second. Gray. Yeah, Gray's got navy. And gray, granted, it's not really upgraded well. And got the king. And then green still has the king as well. Now, blue could make navy and take care of that. That would be epic, right? Because then the kings all die out at sea and there might not even be an explosion. So that's the best case for blue. As for teal, teal will at least have time. But they were all kind of late to the trade compared to blue. Blue just kind of outperformed everyone here when it comes to how you want to play this. And yeah, I guess they see that blue does have some navy, so they want to avoid losing the king. Hold on, where'd the transport go? Oh, there's the transport. Wait, what? Oh, it's going to Teal's base. Where Teal's got cataphract. Don't you... Gray's not going to kill Teal, right? Gray's just going to hide with Teal? There's no way they're going to kill... Yeah, there's no way. Gray likes Teal. Hey, Blue, you look like a decent fella. Here's some gold. Wait, what? Green, I don't know if this is the way to survive here. Green hits Imp and is going to send Blue some gold. Also, we have Teal attacking with some fire ships here. I think we're just going to see a castle from Blue on the shoreline to kind of control that. And Blue says, thank you, good sir. Which is very hypocritical because it's perfect spelling. Bad speller, you got to step it up. No perfect spelling from you. So kind of bribing Blue because Blue is showing up. Okay, you know what? I like that decision. I think Blue will be less likely to stop Green's reboom because of that. And Red says y'all need to team up on Blue, but Red is dead, and so I can see Red's chat, but they can't. And that's correct. And Cataphracts will do a good job at that, but we just don't have enough Cataphracts just yet. So I think Teal needs to back up, be patient, mass the Catas. Cataphracts would be the ideal unit. Yeah, Elite Cataphract is really good against two-handed swordsmen. I'm a little curious, though, because Bulgarian two-handed swordsmen have 9 melee armor. I feel like that melee armor will actually mean they trade pretty effectively. Certainly cost-effectively, because they're a very cheap unit. We haven't talked about purple a lot. And purple has resources, but doesn't really have anything to show for it. And green is now asking Frog for some resources. Raz, what's up? He says, what happened earlier in this game? Don't want to talk about it. Do not want to talk about it. Okay, here comes Blue. And Purple's like, are you serious? Do you actually need wood? You know what this map is, right? Why do you need wood? I guess he doesn't know what happened. And yeah, guys, I think unless someone detonates Blue, Blue's going to destroy everyone here. I have nothing, 11. I got exploded. So Green's trying to reboom. Green doesn't want to detonate. Gray is trying to reboom. Gray doesn't want to detonate. Teal does have, or did have a good position. But now Teal has lost like 30, 40 villagers to this. So that's not going to work. And that's like it. And then you've got Purple, who has 6,000 gold, but nothing else. Oh my god, wait a second. Guys, Purple has cannon galleons. Purple might be thinking if this is worth it to go for Blue. I mean, what would be ideal is you go for, like, stables for paladins, and you go paladins on land, and then you go cannon galleons on the shoreline. And Red is still trying to figure this out. Says, can anyone hear me other than T90? No, if someone was dead and they could talk to someone that was alive, the system would be really bad, Red. So, no. And I can't type to Cooksfield because even though I played in this game, I joined as a spectator afterward. Remember, Green's king is out here. And Green is currently getting heated shot amongst other things. Okay, so Blue prioritizing water a little bit more now. Has quite a few idols. Honestly, could do with deleting those idols to get more pop in the other areas of the map. Teal did take out a lot of Blue's trade. In fact, all of Blue's trade, which is a very good raid there. And Teal still got some pop, right? Teal still got this TC. Is also making elite catas. No, I think Teal will be fine. If he can get to like 20, 30 cataphracts and keep the fire galleys working, I think Teal could be fine. Now, green is going for cannon galleons as well. So there's a whole lot of water focus right now. And green also still has trade. So I'm actually thinking that if blue's going to kill people, he needs to kill them fast. The longer that he is the top dog, the worse it gets for him. Huh. IT90, I'm a pilgrim IRL. He says 3,000 kilometer trip to Santiago de Compostela on Spain, or in Spain on bike. And I'm watching you cast Pilgrim's Nothing map. Thought that's kind of funny. Love the stream. What? That's sick. Congratulations, man. That sounds fun. Pilgrim's IRL, huh? Well, stay safe and enjoy it, man. That sounds like a great experience. I mean, again, blue's pop is really good. We're even seeing some elite conics now, so that's going to make things more complicated against him. But he doesn't have allies, and he doesn't have trade, and gold will matter. And purple's got so much navy in these docks. All purple needs to do is make a decision to go for it. Like, with 200 pop, blue is just not killing anyone. Blue is just slowly getting whittled down. I think we're about to see the switch. I think they're going to go after blue. If I'm purple, I research Onager and I get the crap out of here. Yeah. I get my king as far away from blue's base as possible. I think he's thinking about that, because if blue were to go down here, it's fairly close to all the action. Also, he might actually be pulling his king away from the shoreline too, because he sees that blue has navy here. I don't think anyone can hear me, says Red. So sad. Caravels are doing an okay job, but they're missing the final attack upgrade, chemistry. But here comes Teal. You should delete a house or run around. How do cataphracts do against elite conics? Does anyone know? I feel like they should trade pretty evenly if they were to fight with even numbers, but I guess there's 16 cataphracts and there's only 4 conics. I feel like the cataphracts should clear this. With what I know about cataphracts versus the two-handed swordsman anyway, despite it being Bulgarian swordsman, I think the catas should win. Wait, Matrix, who wins that between conics and cataphracts? I feel like if you have, what's the attack speed one? Not Begains, Stirrups. I feel like if you have Stirrups, the conics might win in even numbers. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Voxer just sent resources to Blue and said for the war efforts. And Blue says, thank you again, kind sir. Well, wait a second. Who is Green really want to fight with? I thought this whole time Green was just faking. Green's got Navy. I don't know what to think about that. Nice farm spot for Blue. Not a bad place to work. And we see high purple from Teal, who is probably going to tell Purple, like, hey, make a move on Blue for us, please. Because Blue is the only one that's really been focused on. Yeah, that's true. Maybe if you have the trample damage with cataphracts, like in high numbers, it'd make a difference. I don't know. Purple says, what up? Okay, there's 2 things that are really bothering me with purple that could be easily fixed. First thing is not using that gold to buy stone. Stone price never goes down. It only goes up. Every single time you tap that market, that price goes up. Buy it. Buy it all before other people do. Make at least 1 castle so you can get your unique techs, take trebs or whatever, right? So that's the other thing. The other thing is, like, Onager would be really smart. Anything but a barracks and an archery range would be good to prep. I know there's not a lot of space, but Onager allows you to cut through the trees too. Blue is bullying me to the point of no return. I will blow my king in his base. Would be ashamed to damage you, but maybe you can attack him. What? Teal is going to give it up. Yes. And Teal is thinking about hitting blue, and he's basically giving purple a heads up. Okay, Frogo says that's looking like the best course of action. He def sus, though. And Teal says also his top scorer needs to die. And Frogo says, aye. Do you guys think Teal is dead right now? I really don't think Teal is dead. Teal's got cataphracts. Teal's got 36 vills and could create more. I don't think Teal needs to go all in with his king. I mean, it would be funny. Okay, you know what? It's probably the water. That's probably why. Yeah. Well, if anything, someone should just help the poor guy. Like, green isn't doing anything. Green's trying to trade more. Purple isn't doing anything. And gray is kind of out of the game, so... I guess gray's kind of in the game, too. Yeah, I guess it's just that Teal can't trade effectively, and Teal is on his own. Yeah, so the trade's going down for gray as well. Purple is being super cautious, which, with experience, I can tell you, comes from a little bit of anxiousness. 0 kills this entire game. Same could be said for myself, who died a horrible death, and green. But green, it's understandable. Myself, it's understandable because there was some explosions involved. Alright, so we have the caravels here. They do have the upgrades now, so it should be a little better. But the numbers still just are not there. But if they coordinated, because I saw Teal had fire ships somewhere. If they coordinated and had fires in there as well, I think they could clear that. Just not a good fight for gray. I think you've got to pull back to your buddy's castle. The other thing that's rough about this is that some of your caravels are going to aggro on the infantry. Alright, blue playing really well here. He is the top dog. We have a lot of sitting. I've gone from wanting purple to do something to wanting purple to die. What about you guys? Not to be rude, but 12,000 gold. With no stable. No siege workshop. No castle. Buddy. You can only get away with this for so long, and the second top players turn on you, you're gonna fall behind in production on land. He's also got the navy. He just hasn't made a move yet. I think he's waiting, and maybe he'll do it soon because blue is on the other side. Ruben. Ruben, why so aggressive, bro? I'm like, I just want purple. I guess I said I want purple to die, which seems really aggressive. Ruben's just like, purple sucks. I think that comes off a little harsh here. He wants to play safe. He wants to play safe, and he wants to make sure that when he makes his move, that it works out. Elite cannon galleons with Spanish. We've got fires. It is clumped. You've got ships bugged into docks, and it looks really awkward because the fish traps are there too. I think half of his navy is actually blocked into his buildings. He waited so long. And he just researched treason. He just researched treason. So he's going to make his move here. It's actually weird because he researched treason, but he was allied to blue, which shouldn't show the king if that's the case. I remember, this is tough because, okay, as we see him turn, this is awkward because his king is over here. So, I mean, if blue gets upset, blue could always send the king right in towards purple. And here he goes. Now, I think Spanish is completely owned here. There's no way blue can deal with this. And then on this side, there's no way blue can comfortably push past the castle, to my knowledge. Teal is researching Onager, and Teal's going to stay in this. Teal's going to try and cut through. Hopefully, Teal doesn't kill his own king, because that would be embarrassing. But yeah, I think blue is going to have to run away. Remember, blue lost all that trade earlier. And Teal says, can't you see I'm done, blue? And I don't think Teal realizes that blue is dying. And green says, coming. And I think that green is going to add navy to help out. So yeah, oh my god, that's so many cannon galleons. Oh yeah, blue's done. I mean, blue isn't 100% done because of the navy. But blue's in big trouble. The castles are going to go down. All that's going to be left are the villagers here. And he won't even be able to afford to make two-handed swordsmen for very long. Gray made a castle here. He says his trade is running into my castle. Sneaky. So it took a little bit of time to develop, but I guess they just had so much respect for blue that they really wanted to wait. And this is what happens when you don't really bring people into your side, right? And blue can't even trade with green here because that castle there from Teal. Smart thinking. What is that, like 200 naval units? I feel like that's extreme overkill, though. Like, how do you defend your... Well, I guess technically you can defend your king if you've got navy. Now, okay, here comes teal. Teal is actually still taking losses to blue. So we have purple losing trade as well here. And purple's been trading across the map. I guess, actually, this is... Okay, gray's coming over to save the day, yeah. This needs to be dealt with. And teal is going to try and run through with the king and stay safe by going to the, you know, the center area here. It would be so funny to me if teal accidentally killed his king with an onager, though. But I'm just an evil person. All right. Blue not saying much. Like, we're not having a lot of conversation at all. And oh my god! Purple just... They're going for way too much navy. I mean... I don't know. I've never seen players make this much navy on this map before. Yeah, gray's like, his navy is dead, which is true. That's very, very true. Remember, there is a relic in the corner, but in this version, it doesn't show that to everyone, so you kind of have to know about it. Let's do a recap on their populations, okay? Blue now is at 56 pop. All of that is towards the wood line. So if they had lands military, they could kill his king, but they don't. So they're just patrolling the seas. Purple is at 200 pop with 5k gold, but did lose a lot of the trade. So, I mean, 5k gold's obviously awesome, but a lot of the trade went down, so keep that in mind. You have green. Green might even be the favorite now. 6k gold with 34 trade cogs working. 160 pop. Green's king is here. Gray's king is here. And then purple's king is back at home. And then teal update. Teal's not doing too hot. 100. Ah, it's 106. 106 pop. So, I mean, this is kind of anyone's game right now. It's been eventful. Very eventful. Blue's king. Where did it go? Blue's king is here. But am I wrong in that they should have gone for the navy and like 20 land units? I can't be, right? Like, it seems extremely obvious. Maybe they didn't communicate. Maybe they didn't realize the other players were going to go for this much navy. But it just seems like they've got so much pop on water that does nothing now. The Blues King is just going to hang out here. And he is getting onager. He could onager cut his way towards the center. And just run away from everyone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. He needs to onager cut fast. Oh, God. Okay. Siege Workshop will go down. He has this onager on the way. What's going to help Blue is that Purple, even if he makes conks, is so pop-capped, he'll never get a conk out. Because he's not going to lose units. So he can't get land units out. He would have to delete a bunch of vills. I don't think Purple realizes that the king is... What? Purple doesn't see the king. Talk about T90 blind right there. So now we see the stables. And now, Blue, you need to be as... Oh, boy! Oh, this is amazing. And Purple actually sees it, too. Oh, okay. The king goes down to the castle. So Blue is out of the game, and Purple's like, crap. This is really bad. Okay, Purple. Forget about your vills. They're dead. Send your king to the north and pray. I think Blue got exactly what he wanted. He's going to get his revenge. Purple is going to die to this. He starts to freak out. I can relate to that. But it's just not enough time. Purple is out of the game. And now Purple's king will also explode in 10 seconds. But Blue goes out with a bang. Purple does as well. Dies with all those resources in the bank. 9k gold. He's probably wishing there would have been a bit more land control there, right? All right, well, we'll watch this explosion. Obviously, it's not going to really change the course of the game from here. But it is very satisfying to see the trees disappear. And, you know, Purple still has a navy out there, but I think was only enemy to Blue, and Blue's gone. So now we have 3. Green's navy scares me, says Gray. And Purple says, well played. Respect to Purple. He respects Blue for how that went down. And Purple says, forgot about my own king. Okay. Kind of noticed that, buddy. And now, for like the first time ever with these Exploding Kings Pilgrims games, we've got a lot of focus on water. And Gray is going to try and get away Do we turn on green, says Gray. There's 3 people, so they're trying to decide who does what. Oh, that's so sneaky from Gray. If he can actually get away, that'd be so clutch. Green's clearly going to turn here, right? Teal says, I'm not ready, but sure. Okay, listen to this. Teal says, yes, we can turn on green, as I think he's going to chase down Gray. I'm not sure. I think Teal's going to turn. It looks like they're going to sandwich Gray. But then again, weren't Teal and Gray best buddies at the start? Just hear so many waves right now. Remember, Teal's king is in the center-ish. But if Gray dies, Teal will go down as well, which will give green the victory. I'm so ready for this. Let's go. Come on. This is going to be a crazy water battle. Where'd the king go? Gray's king. Oh, it's still in the transport. That's a no-no. If Teal snipes the transport and the king sinks, there will be no explosion. I think it's too risky because he could hop out then. No! Whoa! It's about to go down! And they're not saying anything, which is just adding to the tension. He said, bleep, bleep, everyone is waiting. Get your fire ships in the mid, maybe. Yeah, you need to have the fires in front if you're going to do this. And Teal says, just the 3 of us left. And Green says, this is awkward. This is very awkward. I'm following your navy. No, you don't follow. Stanislav, you need to go in front. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Green needs to turn. Green needs to turn here because he's going to be screwed otherwise. Caravels with fast fire ships, you have no chance if you're green. Oh my god. Especially in that choke. Especially in that choke. Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen Navy disintegrate like this? Oh my word. Yeah, green will just lose everything. There's not a chance. Not a chance for him. So he's going to still try and make Navy, but I just think you got to give up on it. Wait, wasn't his king? Oh, he's dead then. Oh, his king is over here still. Oh, he's so dead. Unless green can miraculously transport his king, he's gone. So caravels are a counter to mass galleons, especially because galleons stack and caravels do pass-through damage. So you'd want to have your own fire ships against caravels. And I don't even know if Mongols get fast fire, but I know that Portuguese are strong on water. Green's king, trying to click the tower. There it is in there. He could, explode a lot of this, but he is still dead then. Oh, and he actually has some army here. But you have cataphracts coming in from Teal, so I think Teal will be able to raid some of this. And yeah, that explains some of the lack of movement over here from both of them, I think, just because it's a stressful time right now on the land as well. Not to the same extent, but it definitely is. Yeah, caravels actually do really good against arbs too, so I mean, I think the game is for the taking here for Teal. Teal should see his opportunity, and he should kill Gray's king. My guess is he doesn't know it's there because it's hard to focus on that and everything else. But guys, both Gray and Teal are buddies, and Green's gonna go down. I think. Green was defeated. Now, did anyone see that? Because I did not see that. Okay, Grace has killed this transport. Okay, well, if it was in a transport ship, then it's perfect. Then we see the turn right here. I just look over here just in case. Grace is GG, Green, sorry. And then Teal's like, what do we do? Do we fight it out? Yes, you fight it out. Yes, you fight it out. And I guess then Stanislav should be favored because he's got more protection. He says, sure, let's go. I hate Allied victory. All right, couple things to say. First off, this has been a wonderful game. Second, thank God they're not just going to ally, because that has been happening a lot recently where people at the end will just, basically, people aren't aspiring for the wins. They don't want to lose, right? And then they make it to a certain stage and they say, well, I worked alongside this guy for a while. I don't really want to kill him. Let's just call it quits. I understand that mindset. I personally would like to see people be a little bit more cutthroat and seize the day, seize the opportunity, and take a win when you can get it. But these two, you know, they didn't really think beyond making it down to the final two, but now they're going to fight it out. That's good to see. Now, let's update everyone on the situation then, because Teal has 0 on gold, 61 vills, is going to drop a castle here, which will actually damage Gray. So that'll kind of cut off Gray's eco over here. Gray only has 20 vills, 16 of which are here. But Gray also has really strong navy. If Gray could make a cannon galleon and protect this, maybe... I don't know. They're both so weak. It took so much for them to be able to get here that they don't really have much. And Gray's going to make a transport ship to get the villagers out of here, which is smart. But, I mean, Teal does have fires. If Teal could make the fires down here, I think the fires could maybe deal with the caravels. That's a lot of caravels. Doesn't help you kill the king, though. That's for sure. Oh, man. This is a funny game. You know what this game reminds me of? It's like, my apologies because my brain is really weird. But to make a, like a Smash reference, you guys familiar with Samus? Now she's got to, like, charge up and shoot that big blue orb. I think it's called an orb. I don't know what it's called. Anyways. Oh, wait a second. Teal has cannon galleons here. Oh, and Gray's panicking. I was just going to say that this game, it feels like they need time to charge up every now and then, you know? It's like it's not like a consistent burst of action. It's just, you know, every now and then you get to see a little bit more. And, oh, man, look at this. Gray has everything on water. Gray's got the king. Gray's also got the villagers. And things are charging up a little more, and the caravels are here. Yeah, I'm not actually a big Smash guy. I'm pretty bad. I'm like the worst one in my friends group, but that's for some reason what I thought of. Do you guys think that's accurate? It makes me so sad that Teal didn't finish off that castle. What if that gets repaired? But Gray doesn't have any land control and can't kill Teal. And Teal doesn't have any water control and can't kill Gray. It's funny, they didn't want to do Allied Victory, but if there was ever a moment to do Allied Victory, this would actually be it. You can't make it up. Whereas before, we had a 5-person Allied Victory today. 5-person, which I think was unintentional. It might have been a lobby issue, but... Oh my god, Gray's making a Victoria. Okay, wait a second. I mean, that right there plays a pretty big role. It'll be slow. Things have to charge up again. But look at the resources. Trickle, 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 baby. Okay, Teal says Gray. Good game. Is he going to call it? I don't know. I think Teal's in the better position of the two. It would just take forever. You could sell wood to get gold. He says, I cannot take out your navy and you get Fatoria, which is true. He might even see it. Yeah, he does see it because he was allied with purple. Gray says, and I can't go on land, though. Is Gray going to try and convince the enemy not to resign? That is an honorable move. And it doesn't work anyways. It doesn't work anyways. Teal just resigns or just commits suicide and deletes the king. Well, respect to those two, man. Respect to those two. Let's read through what they had to say. All right, so, you know, he ends up deleting the king. He says, I'm so stressed. You deserve the win. Got me out of a bad situation with blue. That's fair. But he respects the guy. And Gray says, to be honest, I'm pretty sure I only survived because I asked you to be an ally early. Allowed me to escape blue to then push back. Aww! It's so sweet. I love these guys. We helped each other, and I had fun doing so. These guys are the perfect example of what a community is about. Purple says, really fun game, and then Teal says, and we are most definitely better than T9. What the? I take it back. They're not what this community is supposed to be about. This is mods. Get rid of them. Ban them, please. What the? I literally joined a game that I died in to cast it for your entertainment and to make you look good, and you got to hit me with that. Really? Come on. Blue says, nobody went for Relic and Corner. Lol, I forgot about it. Yep, so did everyone else. You got caught by Blue King. I was really afraid of purple. Blah, 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 blah. Well played. GG. Congratulations, everyone. That was a crazy game. I still feel like I was a little bit picked on. The fact that Ursian decided to blow me up makes me sad. The fact I have to look at the 0 kills, and the 11 units lost also makes me sad. But I can't truly blame him for doing that because it was pretty entertaining. And they don't make content, so... man, there's so many waves in my ear right now. There's so much waviness from the game. Do you hear that? It's ridiculous. It's like I'm at the ocean right now. But anyways, great game. Congratulations to the winners. Exploding Kings is freaking fun when you're not the streamer. Or you're not Red. It was good that Red got to get some highlight from that. But look at Red on the timeline. Have you ever seen that before? Look at this. He was alive at this point. He had so little on the map. You just see a little red line, and that's it. I actually can't even tell where he died. I guess here? Is that where he died? No. How does that work exactly? There's more red down here. I don't know. That's going to be it, though.